Okay, same goes to DC series that we discussed now. When we have a circuit like this, so the first thing you have to do is derive the equation. So motor means that the current comes into the circuit and it go back to the terminal. So means that for the voltage drop equation, just derive the equation, which is Vt, it comes in, it will drop at Ra, equal to Ia Ra. Then it drops at Ea plus Ea. Then it drops at Rf. So plus Ia Rf. And semua ada Ia. Walaupun di sini masuk sebagai If, tapi value adalah sama. So Ia lah. Nampak tak? You can rearrange balik sama dengan Ia Ra tambah Rf tambah Ea. So sama equation ni. Nampak tak? Dia datang daripada equation yang kita dah awal tadi. Vt sama dengan Ia Ra tambah Rf tambah Ea. So if you want to put Ia di depan, so rearrange balik lah. Vt minus Ea over Ra plus Rf. So Ia sama dengan Vt minus Ea over Ra tambah Rf. So this is the equation untuk armature current. Develop torque sama, kita pakai equation sama. T equal to K plus Ia. Kerana Ia adalah this value ataupun this equation. So K flux darab this equation lah. Ataupun you boleh tukar balik, masukkan balik Ea ni tadi sama dengan K flux omega. Nampak? Ea K flux omega pergi ke sini. Jadi Vt minus K flux omega over Ra plus Rf. So you rearrange supaya omega ada di depan. Pakai equation yang sama tadi. Sama dengan omega sama dengan Vt over K flux. Sekarang Ra plus Rf. Dia macam equation yang separate excited shunt. Cuma sekarang Ra adalah tambah dengan Rf sekali. Voilà. So this is the equation that related to DC series motor. Assume that the motor operate dalam linear region. Daripada curve ni, linear, saturate, dormant. So sebelum capai ni curve ni, kita assume that dia berada dalam linear. Perubahan yang linear. Dia tak ada curve. Dia linear. So the flux curve bergantung kepada C times Ia. C is a proportional constant. Constant times Ia. The developed torque dalam kawasan ni can be represented by K flux Ia lah. Ataupun K constant Ia squared. Substitute 5.19 ni dan 5.20 ni ke dalam 5.8 omega tadi ni. So kita akan dapati punya flux tu menjadi Kc Ia dengan Kc. Yang ni punya equation juga can also be in function of developed torque ataupun dalam bentuk Ia sama dengan developed torque over Kc. Setkan dia. So omega sama dengan Kct develop minus this equation lah untuk dapat dia punya speed. So current dan juga speed dalam linear mode atau linear region. Rewrite again dalam bentuk current dan juga dalam bentuk torque. It shows that the speed is ataupun the speed at no load ataupun light load is excessively high. Kalau you punya load ni reduce kepada kosong. So, you punya speed akan jadi sangat-sangat tinggi. Infinity. Kalau you punya torque, saya kata, torque you rendah. Load rendah, torque rendah lah. So, misalnya you punya speed akan jadi sangat-sangat tinggi. So, for this reason, kalau jadi sangat tinggi, dia akan mungkin, rotation ni akan break you punya, you akan break out you punya lubricant ke, you punya bearing kan. Due to excessive centrifugal force. For this reason, series motor must always be connected to a mechanical load. Maksud kata dia kena ada load. At least some minimum load. Jangan biar dia free running. Sebab tu dalam lab, kita just apply voltage yang rendah. Waktu starting. Bila letak load, baru kita increase dia punya voltage ni. Kita buat dalam lab machine kan. Sebab apa? Kalau kita plot dia punya curve ni, speed versus current ataupun versus load. Tanpa load, dia punya speed akan jadi sangat tinggi. Excessive. Dia akan running sampai infinity. That's why kita letak certain load such that we are able to set dia punya speed up to certain value. So this is your I minimum that you kena letak. So bila letak belting ke apa kat sini, so dia adalah mungkin dia akan consume a little bit of current from incoming. So dia akan jadi automatic sebagai load lah, mechanical load. So if series motor losses its load, maksud kata dia disconnect, the load could be lost when shaft breaks or if the drive pin is sheared. When this occur, the load current is allowed to fall to minimum. Dia akan jatuh lah. Kalau terputus kerantai terputus kan. Which the reduced amount of the back EMF armature is producing. Since armature is not producing sufficient amount of back EMF, the load is no longer causing drag on the shaft. Armature will begin to rotate faster and faster. And will continue to increase dia punya speed anti-operation at very high speed. Dia akan terus meningkat. When armature is operating at high speed, the heavy armature current will be pulled out of the slot by centrifugal force. Armature windings. When the windings pull loose, they will catch on field winding pole piece and the motor will be severely damaged. This condition is called runaway. Bukan lapangan terbang. Dia punya term dipanggil runaway. And you can see that why DC series motor must have some sort of runaway protection. A centrifugal switch can be connected to the motor to de-energize. You ada centrifugal switch. Switch ni, dia ada control yang mana kalau dia exceed certain speed, dia akan terus disconnect. They will energize the motor starter coil if the RPM exceed the set amount. Other sensor also can be used to de-energize the circuit while full voltage is applied to the motor. Okay, pakai circuit lain, tapi yang most panggil cost economic ataupun low cheap punya method pakai centrifugal switch lah. You can show that from this curve, DC motor will run away if the load current is reduced to 0. It should be noted that larger series machine used industry, the amount of friction losses will limit the higher speed somewhat. Maksud kata you ada DC series machine, apa bearing yang letak kat sini, dia akan melimitkan dia punya rotation ni. Mungkin nak pakai rotation yang sangat-sangat tinggi, macam grinder, macam mesin pemotong besi kan. Dia punya rotation sangat tinggi. Tetapi dia kena dilimit berdasarkan how much friction you can accept on this bearing. So amount of friction will limit the highest speed of your machine. So the top speed characteristic of series motor can be seen here. The motor is rapidly decreased when the load torque increase. You start load, dia akan jatuh secara exponent. When the motor speed and the speed is inverse proportional to the square root of the load torque. You increase load, speed akan jatuh secara inversely proportional. Okay, starting current of a series motor. Kalau starting current set to 0, EA akan jadi kosong. Nampak? Kalau starting current kita set omega dekat kosong. Kita set omega ni dekat kosong. Omega dekat kosong. Set to kosong, kita punya generated voltage, internal voltage akan jadi kosong. EA akan jadi kosong sebab EA akan tergolong K flux omega. So, I sama dengan VT minus kosong over RA plus RF. Compare equation 5.23 dengan shunt punya equation. We see that same terminal voltage, the starting current of a series motor is smaller. Then starting current due to shunt motor. Due to the represent of RF. Shunt motor, RF tak ada. So, I starting sama dengan VT over RA. Series motor, kita ada RF. RF ni kan. So, dia punya starting current akan jadi lebih rendah compared to DC shunt. Then, if we ignore the core saturation starting torque of the series motor can be seen like this. Just now kalau RF, untuk shunt ada macam saja. Series kita ada dua-dua. So, we recall starting torque dalam DC shunt, K flux over VT over RA. Yang ni over RA plus RF. So, we can see that rewrite the DC shunt equation, assumption that the flux is proportional to the field current. Flux proportional dengan field current. And sebelum dia saturate kan. Dia proportional, linear. Kita increase IA, dia punya flux juga berkadaran. So, DC shunt sama dengan K flux VT over RA. VT over RA, so VT over RA. Okay, VT square, so RA adalah R shunt. So, R shunt is the resistance of the shunt field winding. Shunt. So, compare to series, DC shunt dengan torque starting untuk series. Torque starting ni maksudnya, kalau series, yang ni lah, starting torque. Kalau shunt, ni lah. Dan series dia tidak bersambung di sini sebab series motor kan. Shunt dia adalah linear. So note that the RF shunt ataupun field resistance of DC shunt holding resistance value lah, is usually a few hundred times higher than the field resistance untuk DC. If you assume KC is equation of 1 and 2 comparable value, one can conclude that starting torque of series motor is much larger. Value of torque untuk series ni lebih tinggi berbanding value of torque untuk shunt. Starting current of serial motor is lower than shunt motor. Starting current untuk series IST rendah, IST untuk shunt tinggi. These features make the series motor popular machine in such application as traction and transport. Trolley, bus, for example, require high starting torque, especially when loaded with passenger. So, ciri-cirinya menyebabkan pemilihan ataupun dalam consideration, either to select series ataupun shunt. Semua bergantung kepada sama ada torque ataupun speed yang kita nak. Kalau kita nak starting torque tinggi, so we go for certain motor which can provide us that kind of performance ataupun kind of reaction. Another great features on series machine for motor ni is that it can be driven by AC supplies. Kita tengok ni.